Um, I did send a message to those in the room there that if they want to view these proceedings, that we are on YouTube Live. We're on YouTube Live right now. If anybody wants to view these proceedings to comply with the open courts provision of the Constitution. So, not recognizing any of those names, I'm going to assume that they're spectators, and I'm not going to admit them.
Real quick, a lot of parents are trying to court observe family court proceedings through Zoom, and a lot of these judges are denying them the ability to watch on the Zoom platform. Let me make it clear. The Office of Court Administration, which is the OCA, bought all of the district courts, their Zooms in Texas. District courts, county courts, probate courts. They bought all the Zooms for all the courts, all the judges in Texas. Taxpayers bought it. I think we should all be talking about how taxpayers don't have access to use the taxpayer Zoom. And I think that's the route you need to go. Gather a whole bunch of people to come watch your judicial proceeding and then have them complain or file a grievance with the State Commission on Judicial Conduct if these judges are denying them the ability to sign in on that Zoom platform. YouTube, social media, it's different. Taxpayer dollars are not paying for YouTube. The courts shall remain open. That's a constitutional issue. But in 2025, you have to look at it this way, right? The courts were mandated, shall, creates a obligation to the court that the people would have access to the court because the courts were open. Now in 2025, they're doing things online. Obviously, because of COVID, it changed the game. They started closing the courts. So they started saying opening the courts on social media via Zoom or social or YouTube. What they didn't do is they're not giving access. The courts are supposed to remain open so the public has access. So while the courts are open in Harris County, but the judge is saying, hey, you're in San Antonio, we're going to have this court proceeding on Zoom, but you're not allowed. You need to drive in. That is complete bullshit, and we need to call them out on it. Tell me more if you want to talk about this topic, but I believe that if a judge is using Zoom and the taxpayers have paid for that Zoom account, then the taxpayers should be able to have access to that judicial proceeding. Maybe that's something that needs to be legislated, but right now, I don't think judicial discretion can allow a judge to deny a taxpayer from utilizing taxpayer services. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments below.